Hello and welcome to the new review of the 7th round of the Rally United Kingdom from the SIMGEAR Rally Cup, Season 3. Together, we will see how the competition unfolded across the 18 British stages, with a total length of 118.4 kilometres. And we'll focus on the most memorable highlights of the tense battles in different categories. On Friday, the starting line gathered 65 competitors, of which 54 made it to the finish. Third place in the class of the timeless LADAs from the Soviet era went to Sergei Kriviziuk from Russia. In the overall standings, he is 11th with 27 points, moving up 2 positions after his participation in Rally United Kingdom. In the second stage of the rally, Sergei suffered a serious rollover at Northumbria, and again later at Sweet Lamb. On Sunday at Harwood Forest, he admitted that he had to slow down because the section was quite difficult. On the penultimate stage, the Russian driver added that patience was beginning to run out, but despite that, he was very satisfied at the finish. Second place in the LADA class was taken by Bulgarian driver Dimitar Dulichki. Happy with his Friday start, at Lockhart on Saturday, he reported driving at a relatively slow but mistake-free pace. He was even more pleased after the Northumbria stage, although during the second run of Lockhart, he made a mistake that cost him a 5-second penalty. On the final day of the rally, Dulichki delivered a flawless performance and expressed his gratitude to the organisers for this exciting event. His participation in Rally United Kingdom helped him reach 192 points in the season standings for the LADA class. First place was grabbed by Russian driver Alexander Jadanov, a result that once again surprised no one. Jadanov began Friday's stages with a steady performance, probably not at his maximum pace. After the second stage, he stated that the runs had been trouble-free, though there was room for higher speed. Still, he stressed that the main focus was on safety. The ace of the category was once again unchallenged, leaving no opportunity for rivals to change the order. With 225 points in the standings so far, the Russian confirmed his leadership and once again shone on the podium. Ahead of third-placed Fabien Breton in the R4 class, German driver Nils Sentkovsky finished second with his Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 10. After Friday's start on the GB Sprint Extreme stage, he said the bumps were significant. On the second day, the repeat run at Sweet Lamb allowed him to improve his result by more than 5 seconds. As Sentkovsky noted, he was better prepared. Another surprise came with a 45-second loss after going off track just 2 corners before the finish, which caused his frustration. No fewer difficulties came on the final day. Early on, he suffered a complete cooling system failure and with great effort made it to the service park, which luckily was near Vitop. Later in the rally, he lost another 5 seconds due to the rough Harwood Forest stage. At the end of the battle, Sentkovsky shared that despite the challenges, he was happy to finish on the podium. After Rally United Kingdom, his tally in the R4 standings rose to 228 points. Latvian driver Oskars Bergmanis once again finished in the United Kingdom as the undisputed leader with his Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 10. On the first day, he was relatively restrained and moderate, and right after the start of Saturday's competition at Sweet Lamb, Bergmanis admitted he had made some inaccuracies. During the final day's stages, he repeatedly noted that he preferred not to take excessive risks. Despite his cautious strategy, he never lost the lead at any point. This result allowed Oskars Bergmanis to firmly maintain his second place in the R4 class with 184 points. Third place in the Rally 4 class went to Nezarin Sally from Bulgaria in a Renault Clio. After a modest performance in the previous round, Sally found the strength to show his skills and made a strong comeback right after the start. After Sweet Lamb, he admitted he had chosen the wrong setup, and at the first run of Northumbria, he crashed. The repeat of Northumbria went much better, where he set his personal best time. On Sunday, the GB Sprint Extreme stage sent him off track, and at Shepherd's Shield he needed assistance. Despite the trials in round 7 of Rally United Kingdom, Sally held on to 4th place in the season standings with 149 points so far. Another Bulgarian, Nezarin Sally, took 2nd place in Rally 4, also with a Renault Clio. After an impressive start, personal best times in both opening stages, Saturday brought the misfortune of 2 crashes. On the final day, during GB Sprint Extreme, he also spun heavily. Despite the setbacks, Nezarin Sally kept his fighting spirit until the end of the rally, which earned him not only silver in round 7, but also 2nd place in the Rally 4 season standings, with 172 points. This time, the leading spot went to Argentine driver Juan Pablo Manchini with a Peugeot 208. His excellent performance in round 7 of the Rally Championship also earned him a remarkable leap of 9 positions upward and 38 points in the Rally 4 standings. Showing no hesitation during the first 2 competition days, on Sunday, Manchini finished with the best times ahead of his opponents on the Wythop, Falstone and Shepherd's Shield stages. At Harwood Forest and on the 2nd run of Shepherd's Shield, he received 5-second penalties, which in no way overshadowed the final result or prevented the Argentine from finishing first. Once again, 3rd place went to Bulgarian driver Rusy Panzarov in a Renault Clio. A strong start saw him achieve good speed and 3rd place in the first stage. On the 2nd day, he delivered a similar performance, but gave no comment about his run. At the 12th stage, Churdenhead, Panzarov was penalised 5 seconds, but this did not prevent him from climbing to the podium with 3rd place in Rally United Kingdom. This result also advanced him in the season standings, now with 164 points. Panzarov finished 1 minute and 24 seconds behind 2nd place finisher, Finland's Jarmo Salinan, in a Ford Fiesta. Salinan kept a steady pace through the first 2 UK stages, maintaining consistency throughout. He managed to finish first in the opening run of Churdenhead, but gave no further comment about his rally. With this performance, Salinan climbed 3 positions in the Rally 3 season standings and now has 74 points. In Rally 3, the winner was once again Barbados driver Jack Rackom in a Renault Clio. An undisputed favourite, Rackom was untouchable for his rivals throughout all 3 rally days. Another event, another show of class. Speed combined with composure and rock-solid concentration. With a commanding lead of 4 minutes and 20 seconds, Rackom crushed his closest rival and remains the leader of his class with 266 points so far. 10th place went to Manuel Alonso. Ahead of him, Jarmo Salinan. And in 8th, American driver Joy Nunn in a Skoda Fabia, who showed steady car control and consistent pace without surprises. He refrained from comments after the rally, eventually finishing 1 minute and 40 seconds behind 7th placed Lukas Kreutzer from Austria in a Hyundai i20N. Kreutzer began cautiously on the opening day's stages. On Saturday, he said he widened his line at a Sweet Lamb corner, then spun and crashed at Northumbria, calling it a bad stage for himself. At the end of day 2 at Lockard, Kreutzer managed to set his personal best time. He summed up his rally as smooth and satisfying, despite 2 poorly executed stages that didn't take away from his enjoyment. Bergmanis and Rackom finished 6th and 5th in the overall standings, while Finland's Mikael Sorjonen with his Skoda Fabia took 4th at Rally United Kingdom. At the start, he said he was very happy with his pace, despite some small mistakes. On day 2, he called Northumbria disappointing, which matched his expectations. At the end of the same stage, he added that he had given everything he could. On Sunday at Falstone, he received a 5-second penalty. In the top 10, Polish driver Damian Skupień once again reached the podium, 3rd place with his Skoda Fabia. After the final stage of Rally United Kingdom, He admitted that the result was satisfying, considering the two major accidents he suffered and the fact that he hadn't done a recce on the British stages. Second place in Rally United Kingdom went to Polish title contender Jurek Bogdanovic in a Ford Fiesta Rally 2. His rally started with a false start, and in the very first stage, he crashed at the first corner, costing him about a minute by his own estimates. That put him in a difficult position for the rest of the rally. At the end of day 2, he was half a minute behind the leader, maintaining steady pace without unnecessary risks. On Sunday, at the same Vitop stage where he lost time on Friday, he admitted to another big moment, but managed to continue and finish the final 18th stage at the same steady pace. Another Finnish driver in the top 10, and at the very top, was Jesse Turunen in a Skoda Fabia. After his second place on Japan's mixed stages, Turunen confirmed his dominance in the United Kingdom. Relatively cautious at the start, he focused on finding rhythm and said at the end of day 2 that he deliberately avoided extreme moves. On Sunday, his strategy was to increase the pace without losing control, trying to avoid mistakes. That focus and concentration earned him the top spot. According to Turunen, the rally was a good one, and the classic British stages always bring him joy. Here are the final results of the Rally United Kingdom, the 7th round of the SIMGEAR Rally Cup. Next week, we move to Italy for the final round of the championship. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.